Well, up, ass clowns, since you guys couldn't get enough of me in the group chat, I thought, hell, I'll put on a weekly coaches show for you. So here's my week 1, 2015 38th parallel coaches show. First week up, I got Phil Stroh's anti-hypocrites team, and his team is just as bad as the team name. He has some heavy hitters that are going to have to carry him for the whole year. Aaron Rodgers and Antonio Brown, they're going to get points. They're good for anywhere from 50 to 60 each week. But your team is very top-heavy. Jimmy Graham, a respectable player, and Emmanuel Sanders in Denver could put up some if Peyton does have one more good season. But your running backs are bad. I mean, Doug Martin hasn't done anything in years. I don't know how people keep getting conned into drafting him. Tevin Coleman barely played this preseason because of an injury, and he's a rookie on a bad team that doesn't run the ball. Those are your two running backs, Doug Martin and Tevin Coleman. Have fun with that. They may not get 500 yards combined the entire season. And I did want to dedicate a little bit of time to defense, which I think is way overrated in fantasy football. But since you're a Indianapolis fanboy of every sport, why are you starting them against the Buffalo Bills? What are the only type of teams that can beat you? Running teams. What does Rex Ryan do? Run the ball. Do you not remember what happened against the Chargers, the Patriots, or the Steelers? Not good, because you don't have any linebackers and you don't have any upfront push. So you're only predicted to get 7 points from your defense. I put up a goose egg. I wouldn't even start a defense. That's not going to be very good for you, especially matched up against my team, which is predicted to score 126 points. Just look up and down the roster. Tony Romo is going to light up the Giants. It's a rivalry game, but it doesn't really matter. The Giants suck. Marcus Wheaton is going to play in a shootout game up there in Foxborough. So there'll be a lot of chances to get a lot of yards and a lot of targets. And without Martavius Bryant and Le'Veon Bell, that's even more red zone opportunities for Marcus Wheaton. So that's definitely got to be a buy this week. Deshaun Jackson, he can take the cover off, and he's going to be playing behind down in Miami. He's good for one catch for 80 yards and a touchdown. You know what? That's 15 points, and I'll take that all day. Forte and AP are just professionals. They get it done on the field, unlike you idiots in your jobs. They actually know what they're doing. You know what to expect, and then they're going to be successful. You guys should take some motherfucking notes. Martellus Bennett is going to be in another shootout game against Green Bay. And with the Bears' depleted wide receiving core, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to get a lot of points. There's two spots that I'm still not 100% locked down on, and it'll be Sunday morning, Sunday during the day decisions. The first one will be my defense. I got Carolina going against Jacksonville. It's always a good start when your defense is going against Jacksonville, but how much is Carolina going to be out on the field? Not real confident in Cam Newton and his offense. So I have Cincinnati going to the West Coast against Oakland. Again, always a great start for your defense when going against Oakland. So it's really going to come down to how I'm feeling. Carr or Bortles, who do I want to verse? Right now I'm leaning Carolina because they have traditionally a better defense, but Cincinnati's was really banged up last year, and that's why it was really down. They could revert back to a defense of a few years ago where they were top in the league. So that'll really come down to last-minute decision, but when it's compared to Indy going against Buffalo, I'm going to win that category easily. And my toughest decision is probably either Ruben Randall or Roddy White. Ruben Randall plays Sunday night. And he's the number 2 in New York. But basically, Ruben Randall looks like just an average, wide receiver 3 in fantasy leagues. Durable, probably get you 10 to 15 points. but he's not going to blow the cover off any week in fantasy. So it's going to come down to Roddy White's health Monday night. If he is deemed healthy and ready to play, I will switch out Roddy White into my flex. But I have tons of bench options. You know, I could go Heath Miller instead of Bennett as a tight end, similar to the same reasons that I said Wheaton. I could play Darren McFadden, who may get garbage time touches when that game isn't a blowout against New York. Not this week, but, you know, Malcolm Floyd is always a decent play. You know, he's a boom or bust receiver. Isaiah Crowell is the starter. He's going against the Jets this week, so it's definitely a no play. But it's great to have bench options, and Phil just won't have that. Phil, you lucked yourself in the playoffs last year. I'm not sure how, but your drafting and your team just shows your complete and utter incompetence as an NFL expert. But that's even an insult to all experts, because you shouldn't even have that word in the same sentence as your name. Really bad job, really poor effort. But again, I appreciate the money. Thank you for the cause. I won't share any with you, but I'll tell you about it and rub it in your face afterwards. So this concludes the first week 1 coaches show. I know this will probably get tons of hits. You guys will rewatch it. If you guys want any advice on your team, just let me know. I don't really do any work at all, so I have time to do these. This is actually probably my 20th take. So I got here all day. I'm here for you because I really do need some competition this year. It just won't be fun blowing out teams by 20 every week. So unfortunately, Phil, I don't see you having any options to change that outcome. But as always, go fuck yourselves and have a terrible day.